We will explore 6 different strategies ranging from beginner all the way to expert level. Difference in the deposit required, advantages, disadvantages, risks, and how to mitigate these risks. 3 main cash flow strategies. The only thing that you can control. Once you buy a property, you lose control. No one can control what happens in the market, but you can definitely control what you buy, where to buy, and how much you spend. These investments rank on a medium to high difficulty level. You're getting some cash in, you're getting some tax benefits. It's great. Hi, my name is Roy and welcome to Roy Talks Property. On this channel, we discuss everything related to property finance, and the different strategies available for you today to build wealth through property. If you're interested, make sure you subscribe because I'm on a mission to give you all the knowledge you need to become a serious property investor. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you've been to an all-you-can-eat buffet, you would have noticed the large variety of cuisines. Obviously, the reason they have a variety is they want to offer different flavors to their guests and cater for the different tastes out there. One might enjoy Italian, someone else might enjoy Asian, and so forth. I personally enjoy everything. Think of property investing like a buffet. You walk in and there's a variety of different flavors. Those flavors are the different strategies available for you to build a property portfolio in Australia. Over the next 2 videos, we will explore 6 different strategies ranging from beginner all the way to expert level. And we will take a deep dive to understand the difference in the deposit required, advantages, disadvantages, risks, and how to mitigate these risks. This is a 2-part video, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified when we upload part 2. In this part, we will explore 3 main cash flow strategies available for you to start building a successful property in Australia. When building a property portfolio, it's important to establish a strong foundation, and the first 3 strategies focus on what that foundation looks like. Your role in those 3 strategies is to manage the portfolio and its cash flow. That's all you have to do. Managing the portfolio is more of a passive role and is suitable for investors who are working full-time in their own business or employed. So the first strategy we're looking at is buying and holding an established property. This is more of an easy to medium difficulty level and requires a minimum deposit of $50,000. What I love about this strategy is that it offers an affordable price point, rental income from day one, and usually an established older style property sits on a larger block of land, so the land component is a bit more attractive. The disadvantage of an older style property is you really don't have much control once you bought the property. You just wait and hope for the best. It may also require higher maintenance and it doesn't offer as much tax benefits. And since it's an older style property, generally speaking, it usually attracts shorter term tenants. Obviously, every investment will carry risks. So let's discuss the risks associated with established property and what you as an investor can do to mitigate these risks. The main 3 risks that I want you to consider when buying an established property are vacancy rates, buying in the wrong market, and the quality of the property. To mitigate these risks, obviously, you have to do a lot of market research and make sure that you're buying in the right market. You also need to order a pest and building report to understand what kind of baggage does the property come with and whether it's worthwhile proceeding with the purchase or not. And the most important part of risk mitigation in this strategy is to actually buy a property below market value. If you think about it, that is the only thing that you can control. Once you buy a property, you lose control. No one can control what happens in the market, but you can definitely control what you buy, where to buy, and how much you spend. And this is where a good buyer's agent or an advisor can come in handy. If you love this strategy, then drop this video a like and make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. The next strategy we're looking at is buying or building a brand new property. Here we're talking about houses and it's more of a medium level difficulty. It requires a deposit of $70,000 and there's a few things that I love about this strategy. First, it offers low maintenance. Obviously, it's brand new and shiny, and everyone loves a brand new shiny house, so it's easy to find tenants. And being brand new, it offers a lot of tax benefits as well. So these are the 3 main benefits. However, this strategy is not perfect. When building a property, you're going to have interest during construction because the property is not going to be generating an income. You're going to have to cover the mortgage. and the newer property usually comes with a smaller block of land, so keep that in mind. And when you're building, the whole acquisition process is going to be slightly longer. Now let's talk about the risks. The 3 risks to consider when building a brand new property are generally related to building delays and issues with your builder, costs blowing out, or your builder might not be very open and transparent with you, and you might end up having some hidden costs along the way that might catch you by surprise. And the best way to mitigate these risks is obviously to work with reliable and honest builders. Not to mention, it's great to have a solicitor review your contracts and give you the go-ahead before you exchange with the builder. The last strategy, or the third strategy that I want to talk to you about today, is high-yield investment properties. Most investors obviously love them, and most investors today are talking about NDIS properties and co-living properties. These investments rank on a medium to high difficulty level, and they generally require a $200,000 deposit and a higher borrowing capacity. The advantages of this property are quite obvious. With higher rental yield, you're obviously going to generate a higher rental income. You also get government subsidies, and you're going to be getting great tax benefits because generally speaking, those NDIS properties and co-living properties are brand new. The disadvantages, and don't hate me, is that these properties are not cheap. You would have to target around $800,000 to be remotely decent. And generally, NDIS properties and co-living properties have a complex acquisition process, which would require someone holding your hand throughout the whole process. Otherwise, you're going to fumble your way through and potentially shoot yourself in the foot, and most likely take you longer to end up buying the property. Those properties also have high running costs. For example, your property manager is going to charge you at least twice as much as what they would charge a normal residential property. Your landlord's insurance and building insurance is definitely going to be higher and more expensive. And generally speaking, they just come with a bit more headache. Money doesn't grow on trees, so someone's going to have to put in the effort for you to make more money. Now, there are main risks to consider. For example, NDIS properties and co-living properties take longer to occupy. So when buying these properties, you have to factor in that you might end up with a completed product that is taking a little while to rent out, which means you are going to have to cover the mortgage. These properties also usually suffer from valuation shortfalls, so you might need to chip in more of your money into the property to get lending. And because they are very specific and specialized properties, not anyone can build them. They don't build too many of them, and that could potentially affect your capital growth down the track. And the biggest one, if the government decides to change its mind about the subsidies and how much they pay, there's nothing you can do about it. So keep these risks in mind. And obviously, there are some things that you can do to mitigate these risks, such as working with a reliable service provider, understanding where you're buying, who your demographics are, what they look like, and making sure that you're investing your hard-earned money in the right market with the right service providers. As you may have noticed today, the 3 strategies that we discussed are focusing on holding properties long-term, and you're mainly playing a passive role in your portfolio. You're getting some cash in, you're getting some tax benefits. It's great for full-time employees or business owners who are generally busy, or anyone who is starting out with their portfolio. Generally speaking, this kind of foundation is what you need before you move into something a bit more full-on, which we will discuss in the next video, where we cover 3 investment strategies where you're playing a more active role, such as renovations, subdivisions, and developments. So make sure you revisit my channel again soon and subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can get notified when we upload the next video. Please let me know your thoughts on those 3 strategies that we discussed today in the comments section below. Which one is your favorite and why? And again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the time and I look forward to talking to you again soon.